Happy Flosstube Friday, friends! My name is Kari. This is Patriotic Designs. Welcome to Flosstube episode number 65. Woohoo! Welcome to Flosstube Friday. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I do a video every Friday that is detailing kind of what I did in the crafty world of Tiger Lily in this past week. It's lots of cross stitch, sometimes knitting, sometimes quilting, sometimes other things. You just gotta wait and see. If you're a returning subscriber, you know I love you. Thanks so much for coming back. So today's episode, as always, I have a table full of goodies. I need to one day turn around and show you my table. I can't right now because there's July Keeper Club stuff on the table, but shh, can't tell you, spoilers. But I do have my table of contents to run with you so that you know what to expect in today's video. So I do have 2 cross-stitch whips, one new start, so you've never seen it, and one was an oldie but a goodie, so I brought back out because I'm trying to get some finishes, some big girls in the finish column, and I'll tell you why. So I've got 2 cross stitch finishes. I've got some fun haul that came in this week. Some of you may have already seen it, but I'm excited because it's on theme. Plus, I've got a fun little quilt update for you. If you follow along on Instagram, you saw what I was up to this week. Totally different. Haven't done it in a while. Hopefully you're excited to see it. We're going to run through the giveaways from last week. I've got new giveaways for this week, and I'm pretty excited about them, if I do say so. And I hope you are too, because it's Mother's Day in like a week. 10 days, 9 days, I don't know, but it's coming up, and that's what we're circling around with the Give's Day. We'll get to that later. Of course, at the end, as always, I'll do a little Tiger Lily shop update because there's lots happening in the Tiger Lily world of making and doing and things. So I definitely want to keep you updated if you want to know. But in the meantime, let's dive into the stitching, shall we? So the first, like I said, is an oldie but a goodie. This is one of my vinyl front bags. I don't make these anymore. Sorry. So what did I pull out? Well, so I pulled out, like I said, an oldie but a goodie. This is one of my kind of mini big girls. She is definitely on the smaller end of big girls, as I affectionately call my historical samplers that are big. My big girl samplers. I love a funky sampler. I have Mary Morgan's waiting on the wall patiently for some friends to join her. I'm hoping Miss Felicia is going to be the first friend in the Cool Kid Funky sampler wall. So this is something I started. It's been a hot minute. This is my project tracker card. If you're new here, I have these on my website. This is something I use for myself, as well as it's a way I came up with it because I needed to be able to tell you guys what I was doing, and I change most colors all the time. So it's called a Tiger Lily twist. And so you can see these are the called for colors. These are the DMCs that are called for. This is Margaret Felicia Dyson from Fox and Rabbit. I'm stitching it on 20 count LFA popover. Welcome to the Aida Club. I stitch everything on Aida and I love it. Samplers, big girl, smalls, all the things. Go team Aida. And so I started this one back in August last summer. So she's been around for a while. She is 233 by 233. So not super big, but big enough to be part of the big girl Cool Kid Club. So what I did for this one is since I haven't showed you her in a while, let's review. This was called for DMC. There were 11 colors because there's 5 in each column. There's 11, me trying to look backwards. I converted all of this to RFL floss. In 2022, I was an RFL Artisan. So I converted everything. So this is one of my custom. I don't make these. But of course I have to keep everything. It's all about keeping things pretty, right? So these are my RFL colors. I brightened everything up. That is usually what I do. I love all bright colors. I mean, I have hot pink glasses on, so really. So I love all the things bright and colorful and stitching too. So they were beautiful stitched, but I wanted to just zhuzh them up a little bit. So I did. Now, like I said, this one got pulled out because I am starting, my friend Sarah and I, we start Big Girls on our birthdays. And so my birthday was in January, and Harriet Hay, if you're going along with the Harriet Hay sound, woo woo, I haven't pulled her out in a while. I think I'm saving that big red house for StitchCon A is what I'm just going to sit there and stitch the red house. I'd love to come home from StitchCon with the red house stitched. So I didn't pull her out, but Sarah's birthday is coming up fast. It's in July. I think she's still noodling what we're choosing to kit up, what big girl is going to be for hers. Now, the one we did for her last year was Miss Lucy. I will not finish Miss Lucy. She is jumbo big girl. Beautiful, but I won't finish her. So I just felt like before I put another big girl in the whip column, I wanted to try to get one more finished. So I evaluated my whips that are in the big girl category. Maybe one day we'll do a little big girl whip parade. It's not that long, but I mean, I've done whip parades. I have a whip parade from the beginning of the year, but the big girls and my friends are my favorites. Like, they got a special place in my heart. So maybe we'll do a little big girl whip parade one day, especially maybe when I add Sarah's for July. So I wanted to get one out. So I evaluated my big girl categories and I decided, okay, who's the closest to coming out of whips and going to the finishes? And that was Miss Felicia. So she got almost 3 nights, maybe 4 nights of dedicated stitching. Look at her. So, woohoo, that's because this border is bananas. Love it, but bananas. So remember I mentioned this is 20 count LFA popover. Now, if you're new here, LFA is my favorite Aida in the whole wide world. It is dyed by my friend Sue. Her business is called LFA Linens. She also is Legacy Fiber Arts. She does yarn. See all the yarns? I'm also a yarny. So she dyes yarn, but her first love is yarn. Her second love, maybe they are equal loves, is fabric. So I get the fabric from Rachel, and her company is Treehouse Fiber Arts. So this is an online, you buy it online. Sue sends it to Rachel. Rachel does her magic with it. Rachel sends it to you. Everything will be linked down below, but those are my girls, and that is my favorite to stitch on Aida. It is just, I'm a stitch in hand girl. I do not use a hoop. I do not use a Q-snap. Stitch in hand all the way. And so you won't see any hoop marks, but you will see wrinkles because I didn't iron it. So let me just bring it up so you can see just a little bit closer. I think, okay, what did I do this week? Okay, so let's just look. Let's talk amongst yourselves, shall you? Let me get out of the way so I can look and tell you. So as you can see, I've changed it up a little bit. I smushed it down, and that's a very technical term, to take the name out of it. I know there's 2 schools of thought on leaving the names and taking the names. I may make it my own. I do color changes. I change the charts all the time. So I make it my own. I will give her credit on the back, but I make it my own. So I did squish it down because I am going to take Miss Margaret Felicia Dyson's name out of it. So I brought the border down. And with that, I didn't want to lose some of these fun little, you know, there's this cute little motif and this rose. I got to figure out where I'm going to put that rose. So what I did for this one, you can see I kind of left off, this looks like one of those dragon fruits to me. So I left off this little this little florally shoot off that dragon fruit. And so that way I could make room for this guy. So I added this one, and that was this. I had to smush it up a little bit. So, you know, I'm just changing it as I go. So I did add that one, and then I worked on the border. The border, it was border bonanza week. And so just, you know, rinse and repeat. I think I did lots of the pink. And then maybe this week I'll do red, although I kind of want to put her down. But I can't put her down if I want to get her finished. So, you know, oh well. But I love stitching her. Okay, so the flower pot, that's my favorite part. And first of all, and this Venus Trappy little doodah, adorable. But that flower pot that looks like a quilted patchwork, forget about it. All right, so that is one that I pulled out this week. We shall see whether she comes back next week or not. You never know. Sometimes I get a wild hair. And to be honest with you, some of the other things I'm doing are a little bit more like calling to me. So we'll just see what happens with that. But that is the whip that I pulled out this week. And then I remember I told you I had a new start. My other stitchy whip for this week was a new start. Oops. So this is in my April Keeper Club Keeper. And so last week, if you were here, or if not, go back and watch because it's super fun. Last week, I stitched up and fully finished Yay! In all 1 week, the Sweet Land of Liberty book, Blackbird Designs. Love everything in this book. I'm trying to work on my patriotic smalls. Of course, my smalls that I pick are kind of stitch dense heavy, so they're not like super cute, whip them out in 2 days type of stitching. But whip one out in a week, okay. So if you remember, I did this one last week. I did not put it like this. It's a cute little pillow. I have it on Instagram. You can link down below. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm showing all the things. I have this cute little patriotic thing. And I also have this flag quilt wall. I have this flag quilt on a wall in Patrick's office next to my Land That I Love for Patricia Kogut. It's also one of my, it's not a big girl, my patriotic huge sampler that's gorgeous. So that's like a whole patriotic room, really. And there's a beautiful flag that was hand wood made by my old neighbor in Percival. So I'm trying to put all that together to share the whole like presentation with you. But in the meantime, I have this cute little patriotic bowl finish. So with that, last week I decided most of my patriotic smalls are on a neutrally, always Aida, but a neutrally colored fabric. And I had one that was in a baby blue, and I was like, ooh, love that. Love adding the splash of color in the fabric as well. So let's see. This was my Sweet Land of Liberty project tracker card. Of course, I changed all the colors. We talked about that last week. Haven't filled this out. Started it. I started this on April 28th. So I started that this week. So another one from the book. Which one did I start? Let me pull it out. Let me show you how Blackbird did it. And then we'll pull out the little tiger lily twist, shall we? So this one, so cute. Red house, here for it. Eagle, waving flag. I mean, come on. So, like I mentioned, all I did was instead of, because I do color conversion, this was a full color conversion from last week, Blackbird, right? This one. So for this one, they're going to be in the same bowl. So I decided I'm just going to keep the same floss. Not even going to look at what's called for. Not even going to go to the floss wall. Just using my same ring of floss that I curated for last week's stitch. I did have to add 2 colors to it because there was no dark eagle brown. And that was it. Oh, and then the light blue. So like I said, I just pulled, let me make sure I'm not showing you anything secret. We'll see if anybody figures out what could be a secret, but I'm not going to tell you. Okay, so yes, I use playing cards as flop strops. Those are my jam. So like I said, I just used the same colors from the week before that I had pulled. I did go and I pulled a chocolate brown. I did not have a variegated floss that I liked on my wall. That was the Eagle Brown. So I just went and pulled DMC 898 for the Eagle Brown. And then the light blue, I pulled Chesapeake Bay. And you will see why mine's a little darker. And that is because I'm stitching mine on, did I write it on my card? Yes, I did. Yay. Love these cards, keeping track of who did what. 14 count, picture this plus, color is Nessie. Okay, first of all, love that. Now, I know you really can't get the scheme of it all because, as I'd love to do, love to create a fill-in opportunity. So right now, this house is ready for fill-in. So let's just, there he is right there. It's kind of hard to see. But so the red house is ready for fill-in. The gray roof is ready for fill-in. The red door, obviously this is just red stripes. That's basically fill-in. The point of it is I don't have to reference the chart. So it's almost just fill-in ready. So I'm not quite sure when I'm going to get it. You know, summertime, springtime gets a little bit busy. So there's not a lot of like snuggling movie time because it's more like during my off time, I'm digging in the dirt. Oh, so many flowers this week. But I love this. And I think maybe one more week, if I could find a dedicated fill-in, reason for fill-in. Sometimes I just don't want to do it. I kind of save my fill-in for when I need fill-in versus just sitting down on a random Wednesday and I don't want to waste it. Don't want to waste my fill-in for when I do need a fill-in. Anyway, but I love this. It's going to be a hefty dough bowl. Remember, I told you I was stitching it on let's ruler, shall we? I'm stitching this on 14 count. So this is 2 strands of my color conversion floss. So it's a good hefty double. It is, I mean, just this stitch is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But I'm not afraid of a big girl pillow. And so this isn't the traditional cute little, I mean, if I had done this on 20 count, it would be so cute. But I did not have a blue in my stash that was 20 count. So first of all, 14 count is easy breezy, lemon squeezy type of stitching. And I love me some of that. So love it. Love it. And listen, why have big girls and not big Dobo pillows? Maybe they're not even doubles. I don't know what they're going to be called, but it's adorable. I could do a flat finish, but I think I want this guy in the bold right next to the one from last week. How cute is that? And so we shall see whether this one more. I think this one's too big. Let's look. So this one that I'm doing right now measures 65 by 81. That next one, yeah, 93 by 114. This one is 93 by 114. So unless I shrunk it down, unless I went and I pulled a 20 count, and even with 20 count, I'm not quite sure if it would shrink down enough for even me to call it a Dobo pillow. But maybe I'll do some math. But in the meantime, while we're on the subject of Patriotic, let's just stay here for a minute, shall we? And venture over into, so in the meantime, when I finish that one, which is hopefully sometime soon, because I want to be able to display my Patriotic soon. Of course, I'm a member of Teresa Koget's Patreon. And did you get them? Yeah, I got them, and I already printed them out because they were so fantastic. Okay, so if you haven't seen already, I'm going to show you them real quick and tell you how, like, the tiger lily twists that I see on them. First of all, this one, adorable. Love these people. They are adorable. They might just need to be their own little sets, like a little pair of pillows next to each other. Adorable, because I see this middle guy as a adorable pillow. And so it's going to be one of those pillows, of course, piano pillows, tall and skinny. Okay, that's cool. But instead of being a tall and skinny pillow, do I have something that's square? No. But so instead of being tall and skinny, I'm going to do like tall, and then maybe some fabric and rickrack and like a flag doodah. I don't know. I haven't figured it out, but it's going to be adorable. That's a pillow right there. I see it. And I might just use the same colors of the Blackbird Patriotic coloring I got going with the wavy navy red or wavy navy blue, and it's just gorgeous. So, and then these 2 little people, those would be cute little people all by themselves. Okay, but then this one has to be a pillow like yesterday. It's adorable. Everything about it. I wouldn't change one thing. We have this cute little bird feeder right now. It's not a chickadee. Okay, but this is a chickadee. Look at this is my little pottery from my hand throw. Just a little chickadee. So in our garden, side note, I'm not a super bird person. I'm becoming a bird person. Let's just be honest, because I can sit on my back porch and watch like the yellow finches, gold finches, and the red cardinals. Cardinals have always been my jam. But I had this funny birdhouse, more decorative. It was one of those ones you get at a craft fair where Noah and Lily bought it for me years ago. It's basically just a cube, a box thing, and it's like got a Clemson license plate as the roof, right? So super cute, adorable, loved it. It just hung out inside the house. Wasn't really being used as a birdhouse, as decor, Clemson decor. Shockingly, I have a lot of that. But this summer, spring, when we moved, this spring, in the fall, sometime I put it outside. I'm like, it's a birdhouse. Let's just see what happens. You know what happened? Okay, it's adorable. There is this cute little, I'm calling it multi-generational because I can't tell you how many it looks like birds go into this tiny cube of a house, taking their worms, little tiny like floss snippet worm size things. But I'm like, I want to know how many babies are in there. They're taking the worms. So I just sit there and I watch my chickadees. Anyway, I'm a little bit of a bird person. Side note, tangent. So anyway, super cute. I got to find a chickadee pattern to stitch to kind of remember this chickadee family that is in my birdhouse. But so love this. Totally going to get it. And then I mean, come on. First of all, like I was telling you guys, The Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut, huge, big sampler. Everybody's seen it, right? I stitched it for Patrick and gifted to him a couple of Christmases ago. It was my biggest big girl guy sampler thing ever at the time. And I loved it. I love stitching it. I stitched on 14 count, so it is a big sampler. But Teresa Kogut crushes Patriotic. And this eagle, I just like love it. It's big, 185 by 128. So this is not going to be a, let's just whip this up this week. No, I'm not quite sure about that. But I do think that this needs to go in that Patriotic room wall. You'll see with the flag and the quilt and the stitching and the, anyway, so fun. So that is, like I said, on with that. That's the haul. That's the stitching, friends. Now, let's just have a little short chit chat, grab your coffee. Let's talk about how fantastically fabulous the stitching community is. I just want you to know that I love every part of this Flosstube and Instagram and sharing and the DMs and the friends, and I'm so excited. It's coming together, the StitchCon. I'm so excited. I've got plans before it with some friends. These are all friends I've never met in real life, but I can't wait because I feel like we're like super friends. And I've got stuff before, and I've got a table at StitchCon with other friends, and then I've got other friends that are coming to meet. Like, I'm so excited. But I just wanted to say thank you to a couple people that just, just you coming and watching every week and being excited for Flosstube Friday just warms my heart. Your hearts, your comments, your consistency in coming back and just sharing your excitement with me, because yeah, I get a little excited about all the things. It's just so exciting. It's so wonderful. I appreciate every single comment. I appreciate every single one of you coming back and being excited. And just every time I get a comment about my energy, okay, first of all, love that. And no, this is decaf coffee. I promise. I don't even drink caffeinated coffee. This is just natural. Don't be scared. It's just who I am. Okay, so anyway, but I just wanted to send a special couple thank yous out to people that went above and beyond. My friend Georgette, she used my Buy Me a Coffee link. She's so sweet. She's just, have a great day, thinking about you. And I love that. I did treat myself to one of those fancy Frappuccino icy things this week. So I was like, you know what? Georgette said to get one. And I was having one of those stressful days. And so thank you so much. I truly enjoyed that. I had someone, last week I talked about sock knitting. Now, you will notice in today's little list of things, it is not included in knitting. I did not pick at knitting this week. I was drawn to a couple of those stitching other projects and the other big project I was working on that I'm going to show you later. So I didn't get into knitting. I kind of like zig and zag, and I'm okay with it, being a multi-craftual, is that a word? Person. And I'll be honest, there's actually another craft on the table right now. Why not pick up another one, right? So lots of things going on. But my friend Pat, she reached out to me. I was struggling with socks last week, and I don't know how. I did a couple more stripes of my sock. I don't have a sock yet. Maybe one day. But I was struggling with the measuring, and she's like, this is how you do the measuring. So thank you so much. I've measured my foot, so now I at least know how to get to the sock, or how long my sock needs to be. So step one, measurement. Thank you. And then lastly, we're going to switch into, let's just roll right with it. We're going to roll with it, friends. Sometimes I'm like, what order in which you want to do the things? Because some people just want to do the stitching. Some people want to do all the things. I'm here for it. You do you. But I just want to make sure that you get to see what you want to see, and you don't have to see what you don't want to see. But I don't even know what the best order to do things in. So I'm just going to roll with it. We're going to stick with the love of the friends. So remember, I had haul. So I had a giveaway from last week. Let's first review Mama Lane. You won the giveaway from 2 episodes ago. So love by you. I'm going to give you one more week to reach out to me and give me your mailing address, and I'll pop this in the mail to you. Otherwise, I will pull another winner from that one. And last week's video, if you remember, was generously donated by my friend Robin. She sent me this cute little duplicate that we all have it, right? So T was the word that you needed to use in your comment. And my friend Grammy Grammy, you won. Are you excited? I'm excited for you. So my email is down in the box below. Send me an email with your address and I will pop that in the mail for you. So in the meantime, rolling on popping things in the mail for you. So like I said, community, love it. I'm talking to all kinds of people in DMs on Instagram and emails and making friends electronically. So I love when people reach out and they tell me, first of all, I'm honored that you share a little bit of your personal life and your story and everything that you do with me. Like that you're sharing your heart, which is just beautiful. And so a couple different people recently have shared a couple things with me, and it's not my story to tell, so I'm not telling the story, but the moral of the story is I appreciate it, and like warm hugs to you all. Just lift everybody up. Hugs. You never know what people are going through if they're having a bad day. Like that's happiness, kindness, all the things all the time. As my friend Shelly says, kindness is free. So I love that. I think I need a poster. I need a keychain, a t-shirt. It's true. But so with that and Mother's Day, like love me some Mother's Day. Not just as a mother, but as to celebrate my mother, to celebrate my sister, to celebrate my friends that are mothers, right? Okay, so one of my stories that I had this week was my friend Sandra. Her daughter's going through some things, and she was just like, I got her this and I was so excited. And I'm like, you know what? I want to send her something. Would you mind sharing your address with me? So that got me thinking, there are other people that are going through some things that everybody loves a little Happy Meal. Yes, you can. And I love every time you guys support Tiger Lily and the Happy Meal that comes with you. Like my family does a little happy dance, like for real. That's not just like an Instagram meme thing. It's for real. But I want to send out some Happy Meal just as a surprise to someone. So what I'm doing, so today's Friday, whatever today is, Friday the 5th, Monday. So by Sunday at some time, because I have to have time to pull these things together. So I know this is a quick turnaround, but the only reason I'm doing it quick is because I want these little special surprise Happy Meal bundles to be in those hot little mama's hands prior to Mother's Day, which I'm 95% sure is next Sunday. I should have looked, but I'm pretty sure. We're going to go with that. So what am I doing? I am going to curate 5 surprise bundles for somebody that you think needs a little Happy Meal for whatever reason. Just because you love them, awesome. Because they're going through something hard, because they're no excuse needed. I don't care about your excuse. That's not what it's about. If you think they're worthy and they're in need of a little Tiger Lily Happy Meal bundle, let me know. I'm looking for 5 bundles, looking for 5 recipients. How do you tell me who you are? Okay, so down below is my email address. And again, I'm not here to judge. If you think they're worthy, sounds good to me. I'm for it. Needs to be United States. I'll be honest with you, because international shipping, A, takes a long daggone time, and B, is very cost prohibitive. And I'm already like donating all the things. So I'm going to curate 5 bundles. Now, obviously, I live in the world of knitting and quilting and stitching. So you are not just regulated. So tell me about your friend, the person that you are nominating, and am I going to pull a winner? I'm going to pull winners. So on Sunday afternoon on Instagram, I will put everybody's name who was nominated in you have to send me an email. That's the moral of the story. How do you do this? You send me an email nominating Susie. I nominate Susie Smith. Susie Smith is a quilter. Susie Smith is a cross stitcher on tell me if it's Aida or linen. I have both. So, and then maybe I'll kit something up for her or something. Susie Smith is a knitter. Susie Smith is a crocheter. So let me know, Susie Smith. I don't need to know her story. Just nominate Susie Smith and give me Susie Smith's address. And then, of course, your name. So I can say, you know, dear Susie, Mary nominated you for a surprise happy mail bundle from Tiger Lily. Enjoy. Right. So on Sunday afternoon, so that's what you email me. Email down below. Email me. Think of something. Think of your friend. Maybe you're talking to somebody on Instagram and you're just like not in real life friends, but you know that they're going through a hard time, or you've seen it, or you think whatever it is. I know it's a little awkward to ask for their mailing address. If you want me to ask, you can do that. Sometimes people are more giving with their address if they know they want something. I don't know. Listen, I kind of just made this up this morning when I was like, I knew that Sandra's daughter needed something. And I was like, well, if Sandra's daughter needs something, there might be more that need it. And I want to spread some happy mail smiles. And I've got a little bit of things to share. And so I want to. So anyway, we're nominate. So nominate your friend or nominate your person. Anyway, nominate, and I'm going to send out bundles. So just let me know. Quilter, knitter, stitcher, linen or Aida, or it doesn't matter if you don't know, then surprise. So, and I will use my stash, my collection. I will curate a special happy mail bundle to send out, to go out in the mail on Monday. Now, Monday's pretty busy for me. I have to go get Lily at UVA. Super excited. But I will have it all packaged up by Sunday. So that's how you do it. Hopefully that made sense. Like I said, I kind of just thought about this morning. And in the world of this community, I kind of just make things up as I go, and we'll just see how it works. If this is something we love and you love it and I love it, because I love spreading happy mail, smiles, kindness, all the things. Yay. Like, who doesn't love that? So maybe this will become something I do monthly. I was thinking I was going to do it with the quarterly keep. Anyway, maybe we'll see. Quarterly, monthly, randomly as I see want to. I don't know, but I wanted to do it this way rather than just holding up some more stuff for a random video giveaway. I love a good giveaway, or video giveaway. Don't get me wrong. Love a good video giveaway. But I feel like this is a little bit more special, a little bit more thoughtful, a little bit different. I don't know. Anyway, so let me check my list. I kind of feel like I took a hard left. Let me get back on the road, right? Let me see what I got next. Okay. I remembered what I had next. Okay, so like I mentioned, Lily comes home on Monday. UVA, college, first year, if you're new here. My daughter is a first year. They don't call it freshman. She has her first year at college this year, and so I'm so excited to go pick her up. My son's not coming home. You know, yay, mama bird, the birds fly and spread their wings and do their own thing. But that's kind of a bummer. My son is going to be a third year at Clemson. So he is spending the summer in Clemson. And I don't blame him. Listen, live your best life at Clemson. I know how good that best life is at Clemson. But my daughter is coming home on Monday. And so on Instagram, I told you all a story. In my past life, not that long ago, but Tiger Lily has been around for the concept of Tiger Lily, the Tiger Lily business. Anyway, 20, 25 years. I've been sewing for a while, and I zig and zag and do all the things. And I've had lots of iterations of what I do. And so there was a period in Tiger Lily where I did custom t-shirt quilts. Now it's not just like the repat where you send it away and you come back with this, which is great. My t-shirt quilts are different. Tiger Lily twist on everything I do, shocker. And so, when my son graduated from high school, he got 2 quilts because I have been collecting their quilts. Now, of course, I wasn't smart enough. I wasn't doing this when they were little. So I didn't keep all those things. Shame on me. Save the things. Mamas of the little babies. Listen to me. Save the things. And listen, I'm a big fan. Like, I donate the crap out of things. Donate and consignment shops and give it to the Goodwills and all the things. Nobody needs buckets and buckets of baby stuff. I understand. Like, you don't. But there are some things when I flip back through memory photo albums and Noah or Lily are wearing this shirt that was like the cat's pajamas. Like, we gotta wear, if this Batman shirt was clean, it was on his person. it's gone. Like, I don't have it. And so, and especially like when they were little, and that's when you got to pick out their own clothes, and you would always put them in this thing with a dump truck on it or a little ducky on it, whatever it is. The moral of the story is the clothes are little, the bucket, the years go fast. Save some special things to make a memory, to make an heirloom memory quilt. I promise you, you will. I have done so many quilts for people, and I kind of get jealous when they send me baby items, and it kind of, you know, pulls at my heartstrings because I didn't save those things because I didn't know. I didn't have a crystal ball to know what I was going to be doing and to know where my craft was going to take me. But, and then when I put those things there, I was like, oh, I wish I had that. I wish that I could have that, because right now during the winter, one of the most popular quilts in the family room right now is my Clemson quilt. Now my Clemson quilt is made up of, this was the first inaugural t-shirt quilt. And that is because as a Clemson alum, I had a few Clemson t-shirts. As a Clemson alum, I was putting all my babies in, my two babies. I was putting my babies in Clemson gear from like birth. And so that I thankfully did not get rid of. And so those, some of my old stuff, some of my babies wore this stuff, are in this quilt. And I can look at it and know it. It's like a memory box and a squishy, tangible blanket. My favorite thing. And I know if you live in Florida, you don't really need a quilt, but it looks adorable on a shelf or thrown over a bed. Let's be honest. Anyway, there's my PSA for the day for those young people and grandmas. So I will be the grandma one day, hopefully no time soon, that saves all the things. Like, tell my babies, like, I know you want to get rid of that. Do not donate. Give that to me. Grandma I want like 2,700 blankets for all these things to remember every squishy. Anyway, save the things. There's my PSA. We'll make something with them. Don't just put them in a box. I mean, you can just put them in a box, but if you want to learn how to do these things, I got plans. I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to do it together. So the moral of the story is step 1, save the things. And little dresses. Oh my gosh, those little ruffle butts. Okay, I could talk about baby clothes forever, but we're not going to. So what we're going to do, so I made my son 2 quilts because boys, I think, have a graphic tee problem. At least my son did in high school. Graphic tees were like his jam. So he had lots of t-shirts. Now my daughter graduated, obviously she's a freshman at high school. So she graduated, or high school, she's a freshman at college, first year. Anyway, so she graduated high school last May. Well, I did not have a quilt for her. I was moving, packing, moving, and the smarty britches graduated a year early from high school. So I wasn't ready. So I used that as an excuse. I wasn't ready for her quilt. I had been saving. I had the things. So anyway, she comes home on Monday. Now, so I decided, of course, like Tuesday this week? Nothing like the last minute. I'm usually not a procrastinator. And I'm not on a lot of things. Like, did you like a gift work up? Right there. But this one, because it wasn't on my radar. Anyway. So, sorry, super excited. This week, I pulled out my daughter's Bucket O shirts. And I pulled out, purple was her favorite color. And so I made her, and it's upside down, I made her a t-shirt quilt. Now, you will see, this is just the quilt top. So, but I am going to show it to you. And I can't, let me see if I can back up the camera. All right, so I backed up the camera a little bit, or I've inserted a photo. I don't know what I'm going to do because it was kind of really hard to hold. It's about a twin extra long is the moral of the story. But all it is, okay, first of all, she is one smart cookie. So this was one of her favorite shirts, or at least it was my favorite shirt of hers. So this is kind of like for me, for her, Tower of Terror. She was one of those 2-year-olds that would go on the Tower of Terror. Yes, I took my 2.5-year-old 3. Woo! She was screaming on the tower. Sorry if I just scream in your ears. Hogwarts, she loved the Harry Potter. Rome is from our Italy trip when she was little. And of course, so she was one of those Gymboree kids, or I was one of those Gymboree moms that would dress her in all the cute little Gymboree things. So that she has more of those than she does of graphic tees. And of course, so I included Look at the bling on that. That was one of those shirts. Swim team. Of course, I had to throw a Clemson shirt in there because, you know, that was part of her growing up. Holly's Island with my parents. Another mermaid. She loved swim team. Ladybug. We called her Lilybug. Anyway, so this is her quilt top. I have the quilt top finished. Yay. I wanted to come on. Loves her books. I wanted to come on here and show you her quilt top. Yes, I had goals of having it finished. Sorry for the lawn, people. Ugh, my neighbors. I had goals of having it finished, like fully finished with the back before she comes home on Monday. But two things. One, my long arm machine is in Leesburg, is at my mama's house, because when I moved, there was not a place for it. It's one of those. Did I put that on upside down? No. Phew. I was holding it upside down. I thought I put on Joy upside down. So my long arm machine, because it doesn't get used very often, is all set up at my mom's house. So I do have to go out to my mom's house, and she's about an hour and a half away. And then the other thing is I haven't picked the backing yet for the quilt. So sometimes I back my quilt in just, you know, Quilter's Cotton. And then sometimes I back them in flannel to make them a little softer, warmer. Sometimes those ones get used a little bit more. So I think I'm going to let her decide whether she wants a flannel back for a little more warmth, but then it's totally not a summer, spring thing, or fall. Anyway, so I'm gonna let her decide. But at least I got this far. So hopefully by the time she gets back, or when she gets back, I'll let her pick out what she wants and just whip that up, hop out to my mom's house. It'll only take me about an afternoon to put on the long armor, and then she'll be done. So yay, just a year late, I'm okay, yay. All right, let's do a Tiger Lily shop update, shall we? Okay, it's Tiger Lily shop update time. Woohoo! Like I said, happy dance every time you guys come support me. Thank you. But I do want to give you a little bit of an update just in case you're A, not on Instagram, B, you don't get my newsletter, so you can sign up down below, because a lot of this stuff, information went out in the newsletter. But it's now public for everyone. So newsletter got it first. Do you want to get on the newsletter list? Link down below to grab up to get on it for next time. But in the meantime, what do I have for update to you today? So shopped update. Last week I teased you guys on a couple different things. One being the first ever advent box. Like, well, bells and whistles and confetti cannons. I'm so excited. Okay, so this year Tiger Lily will be doing an advent box. Now, my advent box, of course, like all things that I do, will have a Tiger Lily twist to it. It is going to be the 12 days of Stitchmas. It has nothing to do with the 12 days of Christmas. Like, they're not relatedly themed like a partridge or a pear tree or anything like that. No, but it's just the 12 days. I liked 12 days, 24 little presents and adventy gifts. Sounds like a little overwhelming to me. So I wanted to start with 12. So we're doing the 12 days of Stitchmas. What is the advent box? The advent box, you will receive, it is available now for sign up. You purchase and sign up now. Your card will be charged now, because I have to procure all the things that are going in it within plenty of time. But by mid-November-ish, mid to late, plenty of time to start opening on December 1st. You will get a custom Tiger Lily box with 12 gifts in it. Wrapped, ribboned, ready, stickered, all the things. In a true Tiger Lily form, there will be an exclusive Christmas themed fabric keeper. So some people have asked me, like, is it going to be Christmas? Yes, it will be Christmas themed. The box will be Christmas themed. It's not going to be over the top juvenile-y, although I do love some like Santas and reindeers and all the things. Jolly Snowman, if you saw some of my stitching designs that I did last year, you know I love all the things. But this one will be a very classic and tasteful, beautiful fabric, Christmas keeper. There's only one style. You will get the double pocket. Let me show you this one. I was going to show you something else, but this is the double pocket variety, right? So there's 2 zipper vinyl front pockets, and then there's 2 pockets in behind. It holds Like you could do 4 projects. That's how I sometimes, especially like here, I've got the Patriotic, and then these are the new Teresa ones I just showed you, and I'll put that here. Anyway, so this is the style. You don't get to choose the bobbin variety like you do sometimes with my shop updates, my monthly shop updates, or the keeper club. But the advent box will include the double pocket style keeper as one of the 12 gifts, and the other 12 items, the other 11 items, total 12, are all procured from small businesses. That is my jam. That is my mission. That is my giving back to the people like me. I've already sourced 2 of the things. They're all one woman shop type of people. That's my favorite, is exposing you guys to new small business, you know, Amazon, love me some Amazon, but they get enough of my daggone money. So, so I just love finding new things for you guys. Now, most, if not all of them, will be stitching related. There might be something that is just so fabulous that might not be something you stitch with or use or need it for, but I promise you it'll be fabulous. And so I'm super excited about the advent box. Like I said, I released it to the newsletter only last weekend, was when the newsletter went out on Saturday. It's about half full already, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm still limited quantities because I had to cap it somewhere. I make every single keeper with my 2 hands, and I've got the quarterly club, so I can't do, I have all these ideas. I still only have 2 hands. But I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to share it and show it and do all the things. So hopefully, if you've ever like spoil yourself, you deserve it for Mother's Day, or, you know, send a little link to somebody who might want to spoil you for Mother's Day. This is the perfect little thing. Remember, you won't get it until mid to late November. Plenty of time, unless if you're one of those, you know, follow the rules. There's no rules, but follow the days and open it from December 1st through the 12th. That's when I'm going to be opening them online. As I did last year, I've done 2 years worth of everyday live videos in December. This December will be no different. I will open my gift to me from me with you live, so hopefully that'll be fun. But anyway, so hopefully you're excited. Share it, love it. I can't wait. I'm super excited about this box. Like the companies, they're new. Like, anyway, yay! So the advent box, that is something new. And I'm super excited for it. I hope you are too. The quarterly keeper club. Now remember, this one. Hopefully you've been seeing some of my friends on Flosstube who have been sharing, who opened their box. I kind of showed you guys a box last week. I have not released my box opening video, maybe here in the next 2 days, just to show you everything, tell you the story behind how I found them, the people, remember small businesses too, how I found those small businesses, why you should support them, why I love them, all the things associated with the April box. That video is coming soon. But in the meantime, I did open today only, just today at 8 a.m. Friday, the wait list listing went up. So you had to be on the wait list. I've been collecting emails for months of people that wanted into the club. Unfortunately, like I said, only got 2 hands. So there's only so many slots in the club. And so, but I was able to open up a couple more slots for the next box in July. The next box, that's a quarterly club. It ships out in July, October, January, and April. Ships out 4 times a year. Your card is charged on the 1st of the month, and the box ship out by the 25th of that month, January, April, July, October, right? So today I opened up the slots, the available slots I had for July. Now, before I started hit record on the video, I only had 8 left. So if you were on the wait list, check your email. You should have gotten an email this morning with the secret link and password to get yourself secured a spot in the club. Unfortunately, I'm pretty confident that the club will fill up before the wait list 48-hour only window is closed. So you had to be on the wait list to get the secret link and password to access the club sign up. It was a 48-hour only exclusive once. So either it fills up or the 48 hours expires, and then I'll open it up to everybody. But unfortunately, I think that the wait list was a lot longer than the number of spots that I had left. So I'm pretty confident that it's going to fill up. But don't worry. Please, down below is also a link to get on the wait list. Get on the wait list because things happen. People are, for whatever reason, there's no like annual commitment. There's no, life happens, and I totally understand. And so a lot of times, you know, during that shuffle of the month, things happen and a couple more slots open up. And so I will go down the wait list and say like, okay, you want a spot? Do you want the spot? Do you want the spot? And that's how you do it. So getting on the list is step one. But I'm so excited that you guys are loving the Keeper Club. I'm having so much fun finding these small businesses. Like, that might be my favorite part. I like making the keepers, don't get me wrong, but like curating this collection of small business, people come up with some crazy awesome stuff. And there are so many crazy awesome small businesses in this community, in this world, and I'm having so much fun doing that. So that is the quarterly Keeper Club box. Like I said, if you're not on the list yet, but you want to get on the list, doesn't hurt. There's no commitment just to get on the list. It just means you're going to get an email when I'm telling you what's going to happen next. But that's what happened today with the July box. I'm pretty confident that there won't be a slot. But last but not least is I do this is how it all started, was a shop update of keepers on the 15th every month. This is how I used to only sell the keepers, was just one monthly shop update. And I still do that in smaller doses because I like to, as a creative person, I like to come up with new things, and I love to use the vintage stitching. So, and I can't do that in mass quant, like I can't do a box with vintage stitching because there's only usually, it's one of a kind type of stuff. So that's usually what the 15th is. The 15th is, it's on the 15th every month at 1 p.m. on my website. Website's down below. TigerLilyShop.com. Just in case you want to like not click below. That is where you go to shop the project keepers, and they sell out really fast though. So I'm sorry. Let me apologize first. You have to be Johnny on it to get it. You do, once you add it to your cart, you have 10 minutes to check out. So that was something that we've learned along the way. So you don't have to feel like the stress of somebody swiping out from you while you're entering in your information. You've got 10 minutes to check out. So once you get it in your cart, you should be good to go, but you need to get it in your cart. But so I showed you guys last week the almost done keeper, right? So the 15th, in true May Patriotic, it feels like everybody and their mother is doing Patriotic in May, and I love it. My Instagram feed is just full of Patriotic, like heart this, save that, doing all the, like, I want to do it all. Chantel's, have you seen some of the boards she's come up with for Patriotic finishing? Okay. So I showed you guys, there's 16 of them. 16 Patchwork Patriotic keepers. Now I showed you guys them. They weren't completely done last week. They didn't have the binding, but they all have binding on them now. Yay. The only thing that's different, they're all exactly the same. I mean, Patchwork, they're not exactly the same, but Patchwork, the only thing that, and the insides are all the same. The only thing that's going to be different within 16 is the zippers. Some are red, white, or blue. Shocker. I just didn't have enough of one color, so they're all a little different. But remember, I told you this collection is going to be a little bit different, and that is why these are on the table. You ready for it, friends? Tiger Lily, because I like the making. I have made hold on, don't hold it backwards, a custom thread keep to coordinate, so they're all going to be the same, and it's got a flag and a red, white, and blue bead. And then my mama, Tiger Lily's mama, has made a coordinating, well, nobody can see that. That's too busy. Let's see. Here we go. A coordinating beautiful scissor fob. Again, with the star, so you can see. So this is going to be a little patriotic bundle. There is also, I can't show you this because it's still drawing. My mother hand painted patriotic stars, needle minders. They are adorable. But they're still drying. So surprise, so you'll have to wait and see the listing on that. So this May 15th bundle will not just be a keeper. This will be a little patriotic bundle because who doesn't love everything to match? You know, I kind of just make things that I want myself. And then I figure, well, if I want them, maybe some of my friends do too. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. If not, I could fill these 16 up with all kinds of projects. Don't fret. But that is the shop update for the 15th. We talked about the club. We talked about the advent. All right, I think I have my list. I think that is it. Phew. I feel like every Friday I come down here and I make a list and I don't have that much to talk about, but then I end up talking. But that's okay. Hopefully you had fun. Hopefully the lawnmower wasn't crazy in your ear. He's gone now, of course, now that I'm done. But that is all I have for you, friends, this week. It's a busy weekend for me. Getting her done. Going down and picking up Lily on Monday. I can't wait. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me. I hope you like and subscribe and stay with me. And until next time, friends, happy stitching.